Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a minute, a moment if you will, since Emma and I have posted anything about a new custom doll, but we have been working on a couple of customs. This is just now the first one that we are finally posting a video for. I don't want to let the intro go on for too long. Obviously, if you saw the title, you know what this video is about. We are making a custom doll of the It Girl herself, Aliyah's interlude. Obviously, she has so many iconic fashion looks to choose from, so it was really hard to pick one, but Emma and I came to a agreement, I would say, on the look that we wanted to create for today's custom doll. So let's get started. The base doll that we'll be using for today's custom is Monster High's Claudia Wolf. I know some people aren't really the biggest fan of Claudia's face mold, mainly because of the big smile that she has, but I really think that it's more so that the way the eyes are painted on compared with the big smile, it kind of makes her look almost expressionless in the eyes while having all this expression in her mouth. So I'm going to be trying my best to repaint her in a way that is more expressive and in line with what your eyes would look like when you have a big smile. So starting off, we're going to be cutting off all of her yellow saran hair, and then we're going to be doing a full reroot. And of course, you're going to want to pop off the head using some boiling hot water to soften the vinyl and make it a lot easier. Once that's done, I'm going to take some needle nose pliers to remove all the rest of the hair and glue remaining on the inside of the head. And here's all the disgusting glue and hair that was left over inside the head. Obviously, I want the scalp to match the new hair color, so I'm going to be painting it with some black acrylic paint. Like always, if you're looking for any of the materials that I'm using in this video, I have a detailed material list linked in the description. So normally, since the wolf ears are not going to be a part of the final look on this custom doll, I would have cut them off here, but I believe it was going to make the reroot a lot more difficult because Claudia has really big ears that take up a lot of scalp space, so I'm going to leave them on for now and we'll cut the ears off later. Aside from that, the reroot process is basically exactly the same as how I always do my reroots, just taking a small hank of hair and plugging in one by one and watching a movie in the background or listening to a podcast or something to keep me a little sane.
So Aliyah's outfit is a little bit like basics, but then there's a lot of accessories. So first I started off with these tights. I just cut one side off of them and then that was pretty much it for those. They were already pre-made, so it saved me some time. And then I'm just gonna work on the bikini piece. She wears a pretty basic, like staple, like a bikini, a mini skirt, and then a bunch of accessories. So I did a lot of that off camera because it was just really tedious chain work and it was kind of boring to watch. And then this is just the pattern for that simple skirt.
Of course, we had to give this custom doll some of our custom Dollmonia shoes. These ones are custom sculpted by ZTudio42. Thank you again, ZTudio. A little bit different from the normal Dollmonias because these ones are specifically designed to fit the big sister body type of Monster High dolls. I don't know if we'll be able to sell these ones in the future as they take up way more resin than the normal one and they are a little bit more niche. I don't know if that many people are out there restyling or customizing the big sister body molds for Monster High dolls, but let me know in the comments and maybe I can talk Emma into selling a couple prints of these. So to paint these shoes, I just take them outside and do one full coat of some black spray paint that is meant to hold on to plastics. I know it doesn't say resin on the spray paint bottle, but it is close enough and it works very well. While I'm waiting for the shoes to dry, let's go ahead and get started on her face up. First up, using 100% acetone and a Q-tip to get rid of all that factory paint. Like I said earlier, Claudia's face mold is a lot different from other Monster High dolls, being that she's the only one with a toothy smile, and this was a bit intimidating when going into her face up, as I wasn't quite sure how I was going to make her look not scary is the only word I can really think to use. The main thing I was thinking of doing was making her eyes look a little more squinted, because when you're smiling big like that, naturally your eyes kind of squint a little more, and I figured that her having like the wide open eyes was what was causing the uncanniness of her expression, so that is what I attempted to do. Of course, I had to paint her teeth back on with some white acrylic paint. Some people might say, well, why did you remove the paint from her teeth in the first place? She had a little bit of like a nude lipstick color, and the teeth paint was just going to come off naturally anyway. Plus, it was a little bit off-center, and you guys know me with my little bit of off-centerness. I have to remove it and redo it again. I knew that building up watercolor pencils wasn't going to be really much of an option here because of the darker vinyl. It doesn't like to hold up well when you spray it with MSC, unfortunately, so I'm just kind of freeballing it with some acrylic paints here, and it does look a little bit sloppy on the first couple of layers, but eventually I try to bring it back around. Because I really think this doll is more centered around her incredible outfit, which thank you again to Emma, designer ECE, for her amazing work. I wanted to keep it more subtle with the makeup on this doll. A lip look that I've noticed Aliyah does a lot in her Instagram photos is the black lip liner with a dark brown nude, and I think it is super gorgeous and looks great on Claudia's face mold. It was at this point where I still was not sure if I was feeling how the face up was looking so far. I just was really scared that it was gonna come out super creepy, cold stone stare. But I added some more glitter and shine, and of course some gloss varnish to make everything glossy on the lips and the teeth, and I feel like she's looking really cute. I don't know. It's so hard to work with this face mold. I was terrified, especially since the original face is still kind of creepy, so it's hard to reference anything. So here's where I'm going to be cutting off Claudia's ears finally. I know some people are going to be like, whoa, why would you get rid of the ears? There's going to be a giant hole on both sides of the doll's head. This doll is going to have really big earmuffs, of course, to cover up the ears that she doesn't have. And if the hair was too bulky anyway, they wouldn't even sit fully flush with the top of the head. So it's like a perfect inconvenience, you know? Also, one thing I love about the werewolf dolls is that they all have these clawed hand molds, which is perfect for painting their nails and looks like a lovely set of acrylics. I really wish we could have gotten a peace sign hand mold from the Monster High doll. I think it would have been so cute. Is there one that has one now? I think one of the Off-White dolls has a peace sign hand mold, but imagine Claudia with a peace sign hand mold would have been so cute. So along with her manicure and a lot of other small details that I forgot to film, our custom Aliyah core doll is done. I am so happy that we finally got to make this doll. I've been wanting to make an Aliyah core style doll for a while now. She just has so many looks that I think would translate into a fashion doll perfectly, and this one has got to be one of my favorites. I just love all the layered pieces, the mesh top with the bikini over it, multiple belts and necklaces, and just everything. It's so cute. I wanted to leave her hair really long because I was imagining if this was like an actual mass-produced fashion doll that you would want her to have a lot of hair play so you could style it in many different ways however you wanted. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and please let me know in the comments what kind of custom dolls you'd like to see from us next year, 2024. Who knows what's to come? A huge shout out and thank you to our patrons. Thank you so much to Lily, Ohio from Ohio, Emmy Lisa's, Christian, McKenna, Anson, Cat Lady, and Stephanie. Thank you once again for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.